I know I'm gonna find you, little piggies. Let's go. Where are you at, little piggies? I got rope, zip ties, and a wrench. Here, piggy, come on, little piggies.
I don't know why I always agree to do these Halloween shows, Lauren. They always end bad for the female host.
Now, while that's true, I think this year is going to be terrifying for everyone. We've just got to figure a way to get through it.
You three are all doomed. Happy Halloween.
CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs is also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Hey guys, welcome to another Halloween edition of State Champs presented by Lawrence Technological University. This year we are at Rotten Manor in Holly, Michigan. This place is crazy awesome. A haunted mansion, a haunted forest. We have no idea what we've got ourselves into. I'm Lauren Plant. How are you doing, Jenna?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm definitely here, not by choice, but I love you guys. This is for the fans. We put an awesome show together for you guys. We have a ton of highlights coming up, and I love this time of year. You know, the pumpkin smells, the coffee. Not really a big fan of all this.
All right, throughout the show, you'll get a taste of what this haunted attraction Rotten Manor has to offer, but right now, football kicks us off.
I'm Jeremy Anno. To the highlights we go. First up is number 1 Bishop Chittard as they travel to number 3 Brebeuf Jesuit. 5 minutes to go in the first. Chittard looking to get on the board first. Kyle Cheek takes the shotgun snap, leans one to the far pylon, and Andrew Sawinski hauls it in. The Trojans up 7-0. A minute gone by in the second frame. Chittard looking to pad their lead. Dalen Taylor receives the handoff, fights through a crowd, bowls over a defender, and finally trips his way into the end zone. Chittard would score twice more in the quarter and take a 28-0 lead into the locker room. Brebeuf desperately needing an answer. Drake Hagerman was there. The junior QB rolls out, and it's a diving Caleb Allison. An extra point later trimmed the Chittard lead to 21. Chittard knocking on the door again. They handed it off to Dalen Taylor, who speeds by a defender and sidesteps his way across the goal line. The Trojans would take the game by a final of 49-7 and move on to the sectional semis.
Let's go! I'm Glenn Marini from the Fort Wayne area, and perhaps the best 1A matchup in the state of Indiana taking center stage. 1A number 3 Southwood at 1A number 10 Churubusco. Early second quarter, already 6-zip Busco. It's Jake Folk. The incredible Folk goes 70 yards for the touchdown as Busco takes a 12-zip lead. But on the next series, Folk would go down with a knee injury and the momentum turned on a dime. Southwood's Alex Farr, speaking of dimes, drops one to Jackson Simons, a beautiful pitch and catch. That cuts the deficit to 12-7. After a blocked punt, it's Farr to Simons again as Southwood takes a 14-12 lead at half. Southwood goes on to win 21-12. For a sectional 19, Angola at Leo. The Lions of Leo ranked 10th this week in 4A. Leo's first possession of the second half ends with a Jackson Barber touchdown as Leo takes the lead 14-10. Fourth quarter action. Peyton Wall, the senior, having a game. He had 172 yards rushing and a pair of TDs. That one gives Leo a 21-10 lead. Angola, though, making it interesting. The Hornets' Tucker Hasselman had 103 yards on the ground. That touchdown would cut the Leo lead to 5, but the Lions run out the clock as Leo wins it 21-16 over Angola.
Good, clean sport, smart game, good sportsmanship, nothing stupid, okay?
Sticking with 4A Sectional 19, 5-4 Columbia City at 7-2 DeKalb. First quarter action, Columbia City striking first. Gregory Bolt, the sophomore, to TJ Bedwell, and Bedwell can run well. 21-yard touchdown. Eagles of Columbia City up 6-zip. DeKalb answering after a big fourth down pickup. It's Tanner Jack punching it in, and the game tied at 6. Jack had 26 carries, 105 yards, and 3 TDs. Barons grabbed the lead in the second quarter. It's Jack, this time from 15 yards out. DeKalb takes the lead 14-6, and the Barons would add 2 fourth quarter touchdowns to win it 29-14.
Kevin Trozinski with you. Quick recap of the boys' tennis finals at North Central as the Panthers squared up with the Carmel Greyhounds. Presley Thieneman would come out on top of one singles for Carmel. AJ Mahenthrian and Marquise Willingham would win their singles for NC. The fellows from Carmel would claim victory in both doubles matches. And the Greyhounds win their 4th straight boys' tennis title.
I'm Mr. Skinner from Rotten Manor, but I'm also a fan of state champs. When the cable show leaves cable TV in January, does that mean we're going to get fewer games?
Thanks for the question. I think we are actually going to have more games on the State Champs Sports Network and more shows. For instance, Hang Time Michigan and Indiana will now be the program where you get all the boys basketball highlights and the guys talking about the season. The State Champs Winter Roundup will be your home for girls basketball and wrestling, competitive cheer and swimming, and so many platforms for you to watch it all on. Whether it's our brand new app, our website, or your favorite social media channel, we'll have you covered.
Why, thank you so much, Jenna. I'm a huge fan.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report. Indianapolis Cathedral senior safety Shiloh Means has made his college decision. He committed to the University of Pennsylvania over several offers from the Mid-American Conference, as well as some service academies. But the opportunity to play for an outstanding academic institution was something Means could not pass up. And in him, the Quakers get an outstanding athlete. He was one of the best testers in the entire country at the opening regionals this summer, included a 3.95 shuttle at 5'11", 194 pounds. So he's going to bring some serious size and speed to their defensive backfield. Sticking at Cathedral, senior quarterback Orrin Edwards has had a really strong season, and the 6', 170-pound dual-threat quarterback has now picked up an opportunity from Louisville as a preferred walk-on. However, given the season that he's had, it is possible other schools will jump in with full scholarship offers, but for now, he has that opportunity from Louisville. And then finally, one of the state's top young prospects is Westfield defensive end Popeye Williams, a 6'2", 210-pound prospect who visited Cincinnati over the weekend and picked up an offer from the Bearcats. That is now his third offer as Cincinnati joins Toledo and Bowling Green, but he's hearing from a number of Power 5 schools, so the process is just beginning for Mr. Williams. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, I'm Alan True.
Welcome back to Rotten Matter. Let's get back to the highlights.
Kevin back with you for first round sectional football action in Class A. Number 1 and undefeated Lutheran went on the road to face Bud Wright's Blackhawks. This right here, first time ever, Sheridan and Lutheran met on the gridiron. Lutheran already up a score, courtesy of a 1-yard run from senior running back Marcus McFadden. Sheridan QB Salas Devaney fakes the handoff, zips it over to his left. Ball is not ruled a forward pass. Montese Clay scoops up the rock, and he will take it 80 yards to the house. Saints up 14-0. While we did not see Marcus McFadden's 1-yard rush, check out this. The senior pulls the scissors out and makes his cut. He is gone. That's an 80-yard touchdown. The Lutheran Saints moving on to the next round as they defeat Sheridan by a large margin, 62-14, the final.
We head to a battle for the regional championship in boys soccer as the 19-0 Zionsville Eagles take on the 19-2 Greenfield Central Cougars. 30 minutes still to go in the first half. Zionsville with a free kick. It's senior Chris Freeman to take it. He drives it to the net, and the GC defender would deflect it on its way through for the own goal. The Eagles up 1-0. 26 minutes to go in the half now. Zionsville handed another corner. Chris Freeman positioned in front of the goal this time, and he notches his second tally via the header. Zionsville expanding their lead, 2-0. Just 3 minutes later, the Eagles looking for more. Long throw into the box attempted. Alex Carr knocks it to the front of the net, and in perfect position is Jackson Eiler, who noggins it in. Zionsville with a commanding 3-goal advantage now. Inside 5 minutes to go in the first stanza. Zionsville reversing field and hitting Josh Culler. The senior takes a moment to collect himself and then rifles this one in the upper 90 to give the Eagles a 4-0 advantage. GC would put together a valiant comeback effort in the second half, but fall short. Zionsville held on to win and move on to the state semis.
Hey everyone, we're back and we are here in the asylum. Ladies, we're gonna talk about social media. What social medias do you guys like to use?
Instagram.
Instagram? Okay, what about Yeah, it's got the ghost on it. How fitting. But anyways, you guys can follow us on all of our socials at State Champs. It's gonna be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. We'll see you guys there. Stay tuned.
Bye.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my third year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. Let's get back to the highlights. Now give me your homework. Now!
I'm John Rawlings from the Evansville area. The Central Bears are the state runner-up in 4A. They opened the postseason with a rematch against SIAC foe Wrights. Tied at 14s in the second quarter, Wrights driving, but there's a problem with the handoff. Jacob Boberg recovers, and the Bears are in business. Ensuing possession, the handoff is to Brennan Chudy, and watch the senior go to work. Arm tackles aren't going to take down that Grizzly, making moves until he is tackled at the 17. A few plays later, they reward the running back with the pitch. Chudy taking it in for 6. Central takes a 21-14 lead into halftime. As we move to the third, Wrights going to the friendly skies. Reed Brickey sets his feet and airs it out long to Michael Futrell. The Panthers knot things up at 21 apiece. Central swings right back moments later. Collins Turner going to Trajan Evans. The senior hit as he makes the catch and somehow hangs on. And a few plays later, on 4th and goal, Chudy lowers his shoulder, and as they say, the low man always wins. Central takes the ballgame 41-34. Mater Dei is the 4th-ranked team in the state in the 2A class. The Wildcats on the road against Crawford County. On the very first play for Mater Dei, Ethan Schnurr takes the dump pass from Cole Hoppy and Dositos 40 yards to the end zone. Wildcats up 7-0 in a hurry. Mater Dei would get the ball right back after a fumble, and they cash it in on their very first play of that series. John McGrew takes the rock and rolls 48 yards to the house, going in virtually untouched to make it 14-0 in favor of the road team. Very next series, the Wildcats strike again, McGrew getting his touches and running through the heart of the Wolfpack defense for a 36-yard score. It's 21-0 Mater Dei, and the Wildcats never looked back. In each of their first 4 series, the Wildcats were able to find pay dirt. Mater Dei cruises to a 56-0 win over Crawford County.
Kevin back with you, and let's head over to Franklin Community for some regional cross-country action. And we start off with the boys race. Center Grove, Franklin, Batesville, Whiteland, and Greenwood will battle out for the top spot in the team standings. At the 1K mark, the top 2 fellas established themselves in front of the pack. Will Jefferson, the junior from Whiteland, out in front, followed by Jacob James, the senior from Waldron. Jefferson and James will continue to stretch that lead from the pack at the 2K mark. A plethora of Trojans from Center Grove had a strong showing at this point in the race. A slew of freshmen, Drew Costello, Ty Garrett, and Jarrett Wackwell, hanging in there with fellow seniors Arik Malik and Nick Wilson. In the end, it was the junior from Whiteland coming in first. Will Jefferson finished with a 5:03.9, and just over 4 seconds behind him, Jacob James, the senior from Waldron, gets the runner-up spot with a 5:08.5. Wyatt McCullough, the senior from Franklin, finished in third at 5:10.5. The boys from Center Grove came in first in the team standings, followed by Franklin and Batesville. Now, to the girls' race. Batesville, Center Grove, Whiteland, Franklin, and Greensburg, the teams on the lookout for the team victory. The pack remained intact at the 1K mark. 2 juniors leading the way, Brenner Hanna from Greensburg and Madeline Douglas from Waldron. The leaders would separate themselves from the pack at the next turn. Hannah and Douglas still out front, Lily Pinkley from Batesville, Jenna Newton and Lillian Lacey from Franklin right behind there with the leaders. There would be some separation at the finish line. Brenner Hannah would capture the top spot with a 6:02.4. Lily Pinkley boosted herself to a second place finish. The sophomore finished with a 6:07. And finishing in third place at 6:15.5 was junior Madeline Douglas. The ladies from Batesville capture the top spot in the team standings with Center Grove and Whiteland finishing in second and third.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. The new nursing degree program at LTU is thriving. The majority of people in the nursing industry are still mainly women. The number of men who work as nurses is currently on the rise. There are several Lawrence Tech football players currently enrolled in the nursing program. This is a smart career choice. Across the United States, there is a shortage of healthcare professionals and especially nurses. Students who opt for a degree in nursing are guaranteed a wealth of opportunities ahead of them. If you're interested in applying to the nursing program at LTU, and you should, head over to the website right now, ltu.edu.
Hey everyone, we really do appreciate Rotten Manor for letting us host the show here this week. If you can get to Holly, Michigan, do it. You have 2 complete attractions here in the Rotten Manor Mansion and also the Rotten Asylum and Forest. It's an hour and a half of terrifying fun. Tickets are $26 for each or $40 for both. Or for 10 more bucks each, get the VIP, and there's so much new to explore in 2019. It's a whole new experience, even if you've been here before, am I right?
Definitely.
Go to rottenmanor.com for details, and if you come, please tell them you heard about Rotten Manor on State Champs. We'll be right back.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back as we have almost survived Rotten Manor. What a matchup we had this week in our main event. 2 state championship contenders in 2A. The Pioneer Panthers back-to-back Class A state champs, so they got bumped up. The Lewis Cass Kings just avenged their only loss of the year to West Lafayette and won the Hoosier Conference for the first time ever. Kings also ended the Panthers' 30-game winning streak in Week 1. Both teams 8-1. They even have stepbrothers who live under the same roof and play for each team. That's playoff football. Everything on the line. Going into this matchup, there were some that labeled it the Cass County Game of the Century. That's how much hype this main event was getting. Class 2A Sectional 34 first rounder of the playoffs, number 3 Pioneer at number 1 Lewis Cass. The Kings of Lewis Cass, really good. Beat the Panthers by 6 in week 1, which ended Pioneer's 30-game win streak. Getting tricky with it on the first offensive play, Gabe Urett receives the pitch. How about the halfback option? A wide open Easton Good hauls in the 39-yard TD. Failed conversion, 6-zip. Still in the first, Kings getting the ground game going. Caden Zeck bounces it to the outside, takes it to the house. 34 yards later, 2-point conversion good, this time to grab a 14-0 advantage. The Pioneers are the Class A back-to-back state champs. Success bumped them up. Offense kicked in with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Ezra Llewellyn hits the sideline. Free real estate in front of him. 54-yard tally plus a 2-point conversion made it 14-8. Cass had answers. Following a 17-yard screen pass on third down between Isaac Chambers and Joey Humphrey, Urett dots the I. 2-point try good. Kings scored on 3 of their first 5 possessions, led by 14 into the locker room. Different quarter, same scenario. 5:27 into the third, and after a bad snap on 4th down by the Pioneers that gave Cass great field position, wasn't long before Urett got to strut his stuff again, leaping into the end zone, 28-8 Kings. 1 minute to go in the third. Kings holding court. Urett jousting his way to his 3rd touchdown of the night. Lewis Cass with a 28-point advantage. Cass got 1 more for good measure, as did Urett. Dragging the pile 1 more time across the goal line. Lewis Cass dominates. 43-8 the final. Next up, Rochester in the sectional semifinal.
Time now for the state champs clip of the week, and we stay at the main event. The first offensive play of the game for Cass, Gabe Urett receives the pitch and will toss it up to a wide open Easton Good. Cass went on to beat Pioneer 43-8.
All right, guys, that's our show. I want to remind you, if you're watching the premiere on Sunday morning, you can come here Sunday night, or you can come Thursday, Halloween night, and Rotten Manor will also be open Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd. Tickets are $26 each, or $40 for both the Forest and the Manor. For $10 more, you can upgrade to VIP, shorten the lines. Go to RottenManor.com for all the details.
Next week, we're back in the studio, safe and sound. Let's hope we make it home. See you next week.
What do we say? State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs is also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.